Hey, what's up, everybody? Wardrobe Play Sports here. I know I'm all hooded up, all scary like. Hey, so I just want to talk about Week 6. We had some great games coming into this. Got some really good positioning over the last couple of weeks, and so the first game of the week was Austin against Rhine. You can see what happened there. End result, that's visiting, so the home team's on the right-hand side there. Austin and Ryan were neck and neck here, and this end result definitely affected the game 23-10. Austin went from fourth place into third place, and Ryan went from fifth place down to sixth. So the separation between the two became two, they're 3 places down from where they were from Austin. So that was a significant deal. We'll look at the week's results here at the end of that, at the end of this. So Akron Gators going into the Milwaukee Triangles. Going into that, Milwaukee was currently third place. Akron was second place. And it's going to be a tight one there. Both 4-1, trying to position for new placement there. That game really switched it up there. Akron Milwaukee was actually. I need to step back real quick and let's look at that Austin. I felt like there was something that happened in that Austin Rhine game. Let's take a look here. Yeah, nothing. Punt was messed up. Staunch defense stopped things. Impressive. Oh, I had a 6.66 roll. Impressive TD run. That was kind of cool. So that score went Austin score first. So Austin scored first 3-0. They were up 10-0. Then Ryan cut up to 10-7. That was the half, 10-7. Ryan tied it up 10-10. And fourth quarter going in, it tied 10-10. I thought we might get our first tie game. Austin then went 17-10 and then 23-10. That was the game. And that 17-10 to win it for him really was an impressive 6.66, impressive TD run. So that was pretty cool. And they had Austin was able just to run out the clock. Next game, Akron, Milwaukee. Yeah, this was an interesting one. The first two rolls were 5.56. One for Akron, one for Milwaukee. So the game started with TD pass, TD run, and then punt, field goal miss on Akron's part, which you can see hurt them. And then TD pass. So the score was 17-14 at the half. Akron with the lead. And as you can see, that was the end of the game. The staunch defense did stop a TD for Akron, which would have got them up to 24-14, giving them a 10-point lead going into the half. But alas, they did not get it. And really, and then the second half started with punt, and then Akron punted, open field, let the guy special teams let him down. TD for Milwaukee, and that would be really the game. 17-21. Moving into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, a lot of plays go on, a lot of short runs. We had an Akron interception, a Milwaukee TD run, making it 17-28, just making it leave. And then Akron decided had an interception. Milwaukee didn't capitalize on that and fumbled. Then Akron intercepted, and then Milwaukee had to punt, and then Akron had another interception, and Milwaukee was able to run that back for a TD, making it 17-35. So pretty crazy game there. You can see San Francisco, the second to last place San Francisco Colts at the end of week 5 at 1-4, going into the Muncie Explosion at also 1-4. So again, changing places on that 6th and 7th spot to who's going to fight for the points at the end in the competition here. So every placement matters. If you're going to be down, you might as well get up. If you're going to be down on the bottom. So as you can see, what happened there, quite a game there. Lots of scoring on San Francisco. Really blew it out there. 48. That's a pretty high score to get on this. The game started out with San Francisco punting. And then Muncie got an interception, and then San Francisco got a field goal, Muncie field goal, San Francisco TD run, and then a Muncie punt. So we ended the quarter 10-3 up, San Francisco up. Then San Francisco scored 14, TD run. Muncie came back with a TD run, San Francisco TD run, Muncie fumble, then a punt, and then a fumble. So they had two fumbles there, 24-10 going into half. Muncie starts out with an interception return for a touchdown. So San Francisco really solidified at 31-10. Really just putting the nail in the coffin there. Field goal, an interception on San Francisco part, 31-13 field goal for Muncie. And then kickoff to them. Special teams let them down again. TD return for San Francisco, making it 38-13. And that Oh, that wasn't it. Sorry. Fourth quarter, punt, interception on San Francisco, field goal, Muncie, 38-16, and then a San Francisco TD pass, making it a 45-16, punt, field goal from San Francisco, and then TD pass from Milwaukee at the end. Just didn't matter. 48-23 really helped him with that point differential, and that was a victory for San Francisco, giving them an away point, their first away points, which really catapulted them. They were 7th place. They moved up to 5th place because of their away points. They went 2-4. Ryan Showboat's 2-4, and those Muncie Explosion 1-5. Went to 1-5. Then the last game of the week, Shreveport going into Tulsa. You can see it was a tight game there, but they just couldn't make it happen, of course. So that was that. So Tulsa started week 5 in first place. They maintained first place, 5-1, but they're a point differential. Well, let's go take a look at that. So anything crazy happened in the game? Oh yeah, that game started with 3 rolls of 2-2-6, 2-2-6, 2-2-6, punt, fumble, punt. Staunch defense stopped and touchdown there. Oh, we had another 2-2-6 later in the game too. We had 4 of those. That was kind of weird. Just stood out to me. Not a very exciting game. It was tied up at the end of the half. That was really weird for Shreveport, man. Tying up that first place team was making some people nervous, but the Tulsa home fans were crazy there. And really, it was tied up going into the fourth quarter, 10-10. And then Tulsa went up 10-17. And then immediately on the kickoff, TD returned for Shreveport, 17-17. There was a desperation play. Second to last possession, Tulsa got TD run for 17-24, and then Shreveport desperation play, and they couldn't make it happen. So they pushed them to the edge. That kind of makes me wonder about Tulsa, how they're going to go into this week 7. And we'll take a look at that now. Let's go take a look at the standings and what's going to happen into this new week here. Getting ready to sit down there and play these games right now. So let's bump this up to 150. That help. Maybe you just bump it up to 200. Let's just quit messing around here. So week 6, you can see the rankings here. Tulsa Ravens tied with the Milwaukee Triangles at 5-1. Not really, because the away points are 6-3, and the point differential is 59-42. But Milwaukee's pulling close. Austin pulling in at 3rd place there with the Akron Gators, both 4-2. I think it's fun that we have 4 ties. 5-1, 4-2, 2-4, and 1-5. Austin and Akron there tied, knotted up there. San Francisco Rhine bringing in the next place teams, 2-4. That San Francisco really helped themselves getting that away point victory. But Austin and Akron really helping themselves too, getting those 6 points. So if they can beat Tulsa, Milwaukee, that's really going to help them. Shreveport, at least everyone's got a win, so that's good. Everyone's got a loss. We've got no perfect scores here, perfect seasons. And the next week, though, let's see what we got going on here. So I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit for that. And this impacted me. Every time I see this, I think, oh, what am I going to play? So week 7, going into week 7. So this will be the halfway point of the season. And let's look at where they're supposed to be at the end of week 6. So preseason, you can see the preseason thing here. So Tulsa's 1, they're still 1. Milwaukee 4, so they're outplaying what they should have. Austin Maroons are right where they need to be. Akron Gators playing a little less than they should have been. San Francisco Colts doing better than they are. 7, ranked preseason 7, but they're number 5 right now. Ryan a little bit less, and then Muncie kind of swapping there, a little bit less actually. Yeah, a little bit less than they should be, and then Shreveport holding last place. So our 2, we got 3 teams where they're supposed to be: first place, 3rd place, and last place. So Shreveport's not digging that. And going in the next week, we got Rhine and Muncie. So Rhine and Muncie, they can switch places there. With Rhine visiting, then they can get themselves a couple more points, solidify their dominance over Muncie. And they really should win that game. Although it's preseason, they're 5-6, so it could be a really close game. Milwaukee into Tulsa. Look at this. We got the teams facing each other. This is going to be the matchup. Milwaukee could really speak volumes here. And the preseason 4 team could become number 1 if they win that game. They'll go 6-1. Tulsa Ravens 5-2, giving them 3 more points. What was I going to do here? Let's talk about that in just a minute. The next game, Akron into Shreveport. Again, Akron and Shreveport, not so much, but there could be some movement here with Akron. Akron could get themselves 9 away points, which would be great for them. So really, that's kind of why we want to watch that game. And San Francisco, and if Akron wins that, they'd go 5-2. So getting that 5-2 and the 9 points could really swap them out. Milwaukee Triangles. Yeah, Milwaukee's visiting Tulsa. So if they do lose that, yeah, I mean, if Milwaukee Triangles loses that and Akron wins, they'll switch places with them. That'll be quite a deal. San Francisco's going into Austin. San Francisco on the road is 1-3, away 1-1. So who knows? Austin is sitting at 2-1, 2-1. That'd be really good for San Francisco to get that win, and really, it's not that far off. So we got some could be potentially good games here, and some preseason teams. San Francisco could really make a turnaround here. That could be kind of fun to watch. Okay, real thing I want to think about. I don't know where I saw this, but the away points. I'm giving them 3 points for an away win and using that as a judge. I'm wondering if you went with just forgetting the away points, having a separate thing here. And instead, when they win a away game, you give them 4 points. So, for example, right now that'd be 2. So that'd be 2 more points here. So I'd give them 17. And this would be 16. So Milwaukee, so that would still work. These 4-2 teams, they would be knotted up, and you'd be looking at the point differentials anyway, because they both would come in with 2 extra points, so 14 and 14. So then you'd be using their point differential. So that would still work. So I'm thinking this might be what I do. Just change it. So 4 points for an away victory, 3 for home, and 1 for a tie. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, 1 for a tie. Would there be 2 points? Why would you ever give 2 points to somebody? I don't think you do give 2 points. So it's 3 points and 1 point? Boy, now I'm telling you. So yeah, tie gets 1 point. The loss gets 0. So all these teams have 6. So let's see here. So yeah, they would be the same. They would both have 6. They'd have 7, and he would have 4, and he would have 3. So anywho, that's just something I'm thinking about. Instead of using these away points, just go 4, 3, and 1. I don't know why. Why can you just do 3, 2, 1? That could be more interesting next year. So 3 for an away, 2 for a win, but 3 and 1 really separates them out. But you get 0. But you don't get very many ties in this league. I mean, I think I had 2 overtime games last year. So anyway, that's something I'm thinking about. That's in week 6. I need to let this go. So let you guys go. We'll talk to you later. See ya.